Yeah, I'm in the lawnmower museum now. There's this solar mower, it's pretty cool. And then there's some kind of famous celebrities, lawnmowers. Like, yeah, um, Coronation Street TV series, person, um, there. No, there. Do you want to read that? You can probably pause this video. And this is pretty cool. Look, it's like a car. And this was a wedding, a royal wedding um, um, of Prince of Wales and Lady Diana Spencer on the 29th of July 1981. And here are just bunches of lawnmower kind of figurines and toys. Like there's a founder member and
After a few years, Edwin Budding had made 600 lawnmowers.
yeah, just a bunch of important stuff, I guess. Not sure how important it is, but it looks pretty cool. There's books, figurine, yeah, so there's that, and a bit of pictures. Yeah.
That was owned by Cadbury's Chocolate.
There are also few toys that you can buy. This is their Beatles collection. The museum is divided into 4 floors. Few of the floors are lit very dimly. That's to protect the color of the toys. Some of the toys are really old. It's really fascinating to see some of these old toys. They also have some of the rarest toys. They have toys from all over the world. This is one of them. This doll was the inspiration for Alice in Wonderland. They also have a few of these bigger pieces. Interesting looking biscuit tins. You could easily spend a couple of hours at the museum. There are many items on each shelf. You could take time looking at each of them very closely. It's also curated really well. The Batman toys look really fun. They also have some really old movie posters. Because the floors are dimly lit to protect the toys, it's really hard to make a video. But at the museum you can see them quite clearly. It's Tintin collection. These Popeye toys look quite fun. Popeye knockoffs. They also have small displays between the floors. Some interesting toys of Astro Boy. I think I saw one episode of it. There were few big toy statues too. This is one of the rarest toys. Old toys seem more fun than the newer ones. Quite a few Star Wars toys.
I think the timing device needs help.
We thought it might be all connected to this outer
Nice if
loop.
it is.
Decide which color to select.
Yeah, I'm not sniffing it, you can say that right now.
Well, most of the guys my age are involved in it big time. And we're trying to get kids. As far as it's anyways upstairs. We've had several people come and, you know, some of the reaction, I mean, I took
I think the future of trains for frequency is very bright. The trains like Polar Express, and Upward Speed,
Now this is what I'm talking about. A decapitated, tumbled statue of Vladimir Lenin. Now I've seen a lot of samples of the Berlin Wall through my travels. I kind of like how this is set up. They have the difference of each side here. Now we're crossing from the west side to the east side, where things get much worse. And much less decorative. Alright, this is absolutely insane. There's the Death Tower. It's one of the outposts from the Berlin Wall. Look how massive that is. And just absolutely insane that they got it from Germany all the way here to Washington, D.C. And here's the handcuffs used on the Boston Marathon bomber. It's horrifying homemade weapons. Whitey Bulger's hat. It's white. Maybe that's why they called him Whitey. Oh my gosh, this place is haunting. There's a car that belonged to one of the 9/11 hijackers that was just abandoned at the airport. A reporter wore this traditional outfit when he interviewed Osama bin Laden. The Silk Road laptop. There's some things on the Lindbergh baby. Now, it's not the actual ladder, but it was a ladder that was reconstructed during the trial to prove something. I guess the story is that the kidnapper had gone up to the window to kidnap the baby and actually dropped the baby and killed it on accident. Okay, this place is intense as far as like true crime artifacts go. This is... Oh my... Oh my god. That is the tarot card left behind by the Beltway snipers. Oh my gosh. There's the sniper rifle right there. He's used to kill all those people. Completely senseless. I remember that while it was going on. It was so crazy watching the news, just waiting to see who the next person to be shot would be. And this is the payphone that Lee Malvo used. Oh, and here's our local boy, Eric Robert Rudolph. And we got a hatchet. There's a rosary. Taco Bell hat. Did he work at Taco Bell? I've actually been to the dumpster where he was caught at. There's his boots and his fanny pack, I guess. There's Ted Kaczynski's terrifying homemade wooden gun. And this is just unbelievably extraordinary. Please do not touch the Unabomber's cabin. This is the actual cabin the Unabomber lived in, out in the middle of nowhere. Oh my gosh. I've seen, bits and pieces and relics from 9/11, pieces of building, but this is something. This is actual parts of the plane. There's a police door that was blown off. And then look at all these cell phones and pagers recovered from the rubble.
I've been collecting these guns for about 36 years. It started when I was a kid. We chose Cody, Wyoming because of the rich history that surrounds it.
We have over 1,200 guns from the early years all the way to World War II. So there's lots to see, and this is my husband's, Hans Kurth, private collection. Over 36 years he's been doing this.
They're from all over the place. We got them from Europe, from Mexico, Canada, all over the United States. The geographic location is kind of related to what part of history it would have partaken in. Here we have a typical variety of weapons used on the plains. You have Civil War era guns that were traded with natives and used by settlers. Here we have a bunch of locally found weapons. These are all found around the Cody, Wyoming area. All pretty much common utilitarian type weapons. Here we have a Colt 1860 Army model made in about 1867. As you can see, it's still partially loaded and cocked, dropped in the middle of some type of shootout or what have you. This was found in Arizona. Sometimes you get a story with it if someone was smart enough to tag the item, and you can go over that with a family that may have had it for years or what have you. Other than that, sometimes you may never get a story, but sometimes the type of gun will more or less tell you part of its story. Many of our weapons are found different ways than just being dug up or plowed up. This one here was found in a tree, grown right in there. Well, I found a couple of guns myself in the walls of old homesteads, just sort of rooting around.
Check this out. They actually have the ashes of the original Pugsley here in the lobby.
Oh, are you really? How fun is that? Yeah, I'm paying for the tour, and he's going to take
this old beauty chair with an ashtray in it. And then up here, some freaky heads. These kind of look like Colonel Sanders. Some flowers from Mickey Rooney's funeral. And we got an original Gacy painting. Gacy made a lot of paintings over the years. You can find them in a lot of different museums. I've not seen this Jeffrey Dahmer's bulbous handprint. I don't know. It's kind of weird shaped. Hey Beth, how's it going?
One spot on there during that week. And so I booked Graham's room as well. So I'm going to do the whole thing. That's on this last. I'm trying to think of it. Well, this week was
Blackenstein,
anniversary.
a friend of Blackula. Here's Puck.
We saw it, and I was like,
Here's Puck from Glee. He hung himself almost. It was just like a week ago. And there's some rocks from the scene and some police tape. That show is really depressing in retrospect.
oh man, that was awesome.
Love these exercise machines that don't require you to exercise. Scott, do you have a personal correspondence with John Wayne Gacy over here?
I did, but I don't.
Well, yeah.
It's difficult now.
It's a little more difficult now.
Honestly, I just wrote him a letter. I had $100. It's kind of a long story, but somebody gave me a watch. I didn't want it, so I pawned it.
Yeah.
And I wrote Gacy a letter, and I said, how much is, your paintings, basically. And I got that letter back from him along with a catalog. So
you gotta love his letterhead. It's a clown skeleton. He pretty much understood that he was an evil man.
Yeah.
Capone's DNA. Let's clone him.
This stuff too, yeah.
Yeah.
Oui, mais je suis pas venu, hein. Parce que là, sur les invitations